Good morning, everyone. My name is Harvey Aronson. I'm one of the founders and co-directors of Dawn Mountain, and I welcome you all for braving Houston's heat and coming here this morning. I see a lot of new faces to me, and one of the joys of getting older is every day is new. We are passing around a book, and the purpose of that book is at the end of our meeting, we wish people well who are ill or who have recently passed. And you can include yourself if there's anybody whose name you would like for us to name out loud for recollection, for wishes in their transition if they've recently passed. Please feel free to put their name in that book. My wife, Ann Klein, who's the other co-founder, is in retreat right now in Capitan, New Mexico. So on Sundays, what we do is a brief instruction and mostly practice of meditation. We start off with what we call our aspiration, and this is just a very, very gentle aspiration that we are wishing for all beings that they be happy and be free from suffering. So we do that together in English once. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. Traditionally, in the religious traditions of the world, meditation was to really serve some very specific spiritual purposes. Christian, Jewish meditation would have been to become more acquainted with the qualities of God as understood in those traditions, or in the Sufi tradition, to be more acquainted with the qualities of God. In the Buddhist and the Hindu tradition can be related to deities sometimes, but also meditation was seen as a pathway for spiritual freedom. And over the course of our teachings and retreats, we contextualize meditation in that much larger frame as well. But it's also the case that meditation has some more limited benefits that can be applicable in our everyday lives. And in thinking about this talk today, I thought of a title I thought it was nice, and it's just Life More Possible and More Meaningful. And that's to say that I'll just choose two of the many, many things we could say about meditation. But I think two that I want to focus on today are that it can help make life a little more possible and also a little more meaningful. So how more possible? So our practice will be very, very simple. We will place our attention on our breathing and rest in the process of breathing, wherever you find your attention to be with the process of breathing. Thoughts come and go, and feelings come and go, and they just do. And just that very, very simple practice allows us to, when we're out in life, recognize that thoughts come and go. And just because we have a thought or we have an impulse or we have a feeling, it doesn't mean we have to get caught up in it and do or react, speak or go shopping the minute we have some impulse to do something. We might be slowly developing a capacity to just observe that we're all made up of numerous impulses, and we can exert some choice in what impulses, what feelings we're going to respond to, we're going to act on, we're going to speak about. And in this way, life becomes a little more possible. It's also the case that when we start resting and focusing and being with our breath, and in fact, whenever we're able to focus our minds in any manner, we might find a particular quality of mind that we're cultivating when we're focusing. We could say there's a certain kind of curiosity that we're developing, and that's in a way a practice. We're practicing curiosity, we're being with our breathing. But something that percolates out of that practice is a kind of, occasionally, a sense of wonder. And it's just a little bit more freshness to what we see, a little more tenderness towards what we feel and who we are, towards ourselves and others. And to the extent that we get even a little bit more wonder in our lives, I think we also have a life a little bit more meaningful. So with that very, very simple overview, we will do two meditations alternating. One will be we place our attention on the breathing and we rest in that process of breathing. We're allowing thoughts come and go, thoughts come and go. If we get completely lost, once you emerge from being completely lost, just mark that in your mind with a very simple distracted, and bring your attention back to placing it on the breathing and resting in the process of breathing. We'll alternate that with a chanting of the syllable hung, recited twice, hung, hung. And this is considered a special syllable, a sacred syllable. And we're using it to focus our breath, our mind, our entire being. And just allow yourself to be unified with the process of breathing, chanting, and hearing the sound. And if other stuff's occurring, just let it be. Don't try to stop it, don't fight with it. Just allow yourself to be, and we'll alternate a bit of being with the breathing, with the chanting, and then more being with breathing, and then we'll have a break. So just be comfortable, try to be as straight in a non-rigid manner as possible. You can have your eyes closed if you like, or you can have them open a bit. And just let yourself settle into the process of breathing. And rest in the process of breathing. And don't fuss if your mind is chattering or there are different feelings coming and going. Let them be, but let your focus be in resting in the breathing. Just get a sense of how you are feeling, how the room is feeling, and let yourself be without doing anything, without any expectations, and just let yourself be and absorb the effects of what we've been doing. There's no benchmark that you're trying to reach. There's no silence you're trying to hold on to. There's no experience you're clinging to. There are thoughts, there are thoughts. If there are feelings, there are feelings. If you're confused, you're confused. If you're still, you're still. Whatever it is there, just let it be. And let yourself just be with yourself in this space with all of us. Mary Scott, could you announce what we're doing next Sunday, specifically with the children? Now?
So next Sunday will be the first ever Dawn Mountain Kids Fest, and we are inviting everybody who has any children, or if you can find some children to bring. We're going to have a bouncy castle and snow cones and water balloon games and indoor games, including a cupcake mandala, which they will decorate, and it'll be lots of fun. We'll be talking about the programs that we have for kids starting in the fall and for families, and just want everybody to know that Dawn Mountain is a friendly place for children, and we hope you'll come and join us.
And that's the timing on that is?
Right after meditation, so starting at noon. If you don't feel like you have to come to meditation, you can just come and join us from noon on.
Okay, great. So we will take a break now, and when we gather in 10 minutes or so, we'll have a little refresher instruction. We'll do a little more meditation together.
I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
na me do Thaga me yele te mi ta to bole te Ki zhe den ye ye de de kar zon lo ma Andi pung en so pa Nang ki lo te men do Ni ne ki war so hi te de kar zon lo ma Lien zhe le me yen pe me gi da par po yin La ye ge
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death.
It can come sit if it wants to. It really doesn't seem possibly true, but it's really a true story that I tell a lot, that bring the dog in. Ann and I were walking on Bray's Bayou a zillion years ago, before there was a Dawn Mountain, and we usually would walk from east to west and then west to east down by Stella Link and Buffalo Speedway. And so we turned around and we were on the north side of Bray's Bayou, and it's saying, I know what we need, a Buddhist temple. And right there was this huge black collie, a black, what do they call him, with the funny hair? Poodle. I guess it was a full poodle, it would be called, not a toy poodle. I mean, it was huge. And he was sitting like a meditator. So he had his two paws, sort of the back paws like that, and the front paws like this, and he sort of bowed down 3 times. And it was like, what? This is the fruition of those bows. So we will just do some very brief of what we were doing before. And that is, we will place our breathing, our attention on our breath, and rest in that process of breathing. We're allowing thoughts to come and go. We're not getting caught up in them. And then we'll do some chant where we're focusing our mind on the sound, the breath, and the exhale. Hum, hum. He's getting ready to do some chanting. Fahad, would you be willing to light the candle for us? So we do the blessing and then I'll read the names in the book. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom, shine within us, everyone, till we rise forth in one enlightened mandala. There's an all in there. That's not written in. Okay, so today we're holding in mind Bobby, all suffering children, Annelle Murphy, Joyce Chan, Louise, Aunt Margaret, MC Rao, Yu Hao Shang, Yanming Wang, Mother, Mike D, Carlos, Monica, Camachos, Patty, Leonore, Maria Lucord, Joyce L. Watts, Steve Lucord, Robert Lucord, Richard Lucord, Andrew Rubayo, Evan Bitchy, Arthur Vasquez Jr., Doug, Judy Rochna, Miriam Elena, Emma, Simone Feroz Ali, Habeba, Sana, Ezan, Dylan and Jonathan, Michelle, William, James and Steve, Connie, Deb, John, Fran, Lupino, Sarah P. and the Bardo, David, Jacob and Ethan, George, Helen, John, Mom and Dad, Miro and Marika, Hal, Diana, Laura, Liz Cruz, Mrs. Flores, Isla and John Ramsey. And we'll conclude with an ah, having white light at a globe of white light at our heart, sending light out to all with the well-wishing, with the syllable ah. This Tuesday, we'll be continuing our compassion series. Starts at 7. Well, we'll specifically be talking about the practice of what's called Donglen, sending and receiving. It's a somewhat famous practice of developing compassion. So you're all welcome to come to that. That will continue for 3 more first and third Tuesdays. The first Teaching Tuesday of September will be a free, open introduction to meditation. If you have anybody who's interested in just learning about Dawn Mountain or about meditation, please bring them. It's the first Tuesday in September. And the series in the fall will be about working with emotions in daily life and in meditation. We have our children's program for children 4 to 8 starting September 13th. And we have one for children ages 9 to 12 starting November 8th. And on September 19th, we will have a program called the Dawn Mountain Wisdom Series Part 1. And that will be opening up some the experiential avenue of really appreciating Buddhist wisdom teachings. It will be a whole day workshop, again, September 19th. And we will, I think, very soon have some material on that on the web. So it's great to see all of you. Welcome, welcome. Stay cool. And we look forward to seeing you again.